Welcome to the age of indulgence where dopamine, the chemical of pleasure and reward, rules our lives. But what if I told you that this very pursuit of pleasure is making us miserable? Today we're diving into Dopamine Nation, a groundbreaking book by Dr. Anna Lembke, to uncover the secrets of our brain's reward system, the dangers of overindulgence, and how we can find balance in a world of endless temptation. What is dopamine? Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in our brain's reward system. It's what drives us to seek out food, relationships, accomplishments, and more. Think of it as the brain's motivational currency. But here's the catch. In the modern world, we're bombarded with hyper-stimulating activities, social media, junk food, online shopping, that flood our brain with dopamine. These dopamine hits feel great at first, but they come at a cost. The pain-pleasure balance, Dr. Lembke explains the brain's pain-pleasure balance. For every dose of pleasure, the brain counteracts it with an equal measure of pain to restore balance. For example, if you eat a piece of cake, your brain releases dopamine and you feel good. But to return to baseline, your brain introduces a bit of discomfort, a subtle craving for another piece. The more you indulge, the more the balance tips toward pain, leaving you feeling anxious, restless, or even depressed. This is why overindulgence can leave us feeling worse in the long run. It's not just the cake, it's social media, video games, shopping, and more. All these activities train our brain to crave more, while delivering less satisfaction over time. Addiction in modern society, Dr. Lembke argues that addiction is no longer limited to substances like drugs or alcohol. Behaviors like scrolling through social media, binge-watching TV shows, or even online shopping can create the same addictive patterns in the brain. When we overuse these dopamine-releasing activities, our brain adapts. The reward feels less intense, so we need more to feel the same pleasure. This creates a vicious cycle, making everyday pleasures like spending time with loved ones or enjoying nature feel dull by comparison. Breaking free, the science of recovery. The good news: recovery is possible, Dr. Lembke introduces the idea of a dopamine fast. This involves abstaining from the addictive activity or substance for a set period of time. For example, if you're addicted to social media, take a week-long break. By doing this, you allow your brain to recalibrate. The pleasure-pain balance is restored, and you start to find joy in simpler, healthier activities again. During this period, it's also helpful to introduce healthy discomfort. Activities like exercise, fasting, or even cold showers can trigger the brain to release dopamine in a sustainable way. These practices teach us to tolerate discomfort and appreciate the reward that comes afterward. Embracing discomfort. Modern society conditions us to avoid discomfort, but Dr. Lembke argues that pain and struggle are essential for growth. Think about the satisfaction of completing a tough project or achieving a fitness goal. These moments of hard-earned pleasure are far more fulfilling than instant gratification. When we embrace discomfort, we gain control over our impulses and learn to find joy in moderation and discipline. This is the key to long-term happiness. The role of connection. Another powerful antidote to addiction is connection. Dr. Lembke emphasizes the importance of community. Many addictions stem from feelings of loneliness or stress, and meaningful relationships can provide the support we need to break free. Sharing struggles with trusted friends or groups creates accountability and helps us rebuild a sense of purpose. Practical tips for balance. So how can we apply the lessons from Dopamine Nation? Here are some practical tips. Identify your addictive habits. Are you spending too much time on social media or binge eating? Awareness is the first step to practice a dopamine fast. Take a break from overstimulating activities to reset your brain through embrace discomfort. Push yourself with activities that require effort but lead to growth. Simplify your environment. Reduce temptations by limiting access to things that trigger your cravings. Build meaningful connections. Spend time with people who support your goals and values. Dopamine Nation teaches us that true happiness isn't found in endless pleasure. It's found in balance, discipline, and connection. By understanding how our brain works and taking small, intentional steps, we can break free from the cycle of overindulgence and rediscover the joy of living. Are you ready to reset your dopamine balance? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful book summaries.